First off, thanks for coming today. Aaron, thanks for giving us the opportunity to present. My name is Liam Pfeiffer, SquidJob.com. Started back in January 2010. Hoboken-based business. You want it? Oh yeah, sorry. Can you? Perfect. Started in January 2010. Laid down some code. It's a pretty serious system, and it took us longer than expected, but we launched a couple months ago. If you were to boil it down, it's just local services made easy. I'd like to start and just kind of tell you how the idea came about. And here's the idea. I was in school. A buddy of mine crashed my car, and he's like, whatever. He's the type of guy that everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And he's like, listen, I don't care. Take care of it. Send me the bill, right? So I towed the car to a shop where this mechanic saw me, and this is what my co-founders think I look like. But he completely sized me up. He said, Wake Forest, right? Knows nothing about cars and has money. He was right about one thing. I don't know anything about cars. He gave me a list that said, here's your bill, right? $6,000. Here's exactly what's wrong, what needs to be fixed, and here's the hourly rate that goes into it, right? So as I knew I was getting gouged just because he sized me up. It's like, now that I know all this information, why can't I go online and upload that content and have all the local body shops in the area bid on that job? Let them kind of bid their labor. They have high fixed costs, and see what kind of price I can get. Fortunately, there wasn't a website that gave us this opportunity. So I got a little frustrated. I wanted to shop around, but to fix a car, to shop it around, you got to tow it from location to location. I settled, I took the price, I billed my friend. I still feel bad about it, but hopefully SquidJob makes it, and I'll be able to take care of it later. Anyway, so let me take you into the interface real quick. This is kind of the posting of a job. Right? It's not the homepage. This is how you would post a job. You go ahead, you title it, category. This one's household, doors. This person in particular, this is a live job. They wanted their double mahogany door painted. You see what happens. As soon as they click on this, sorry, I'm walking away, but as soon as they click on this field, Squid Tips catered to this specific subcategory of services will pop up. It's an open form. It allows them to kind of have a free-for-all, write whatever they want, right? And the reason why we're doing that is it kind of separates the contenders from the pretenders, right? If we walk people through a drop-down list and held their hand, you get a lot of similar job postings, not allowing the businesses to kind of really see who means and also wants that work done. You know, this is a legitimate job. I'm not going to waste my time here with a non-quality lead. Okay, so from there you post that job, right? Then it goes from the business side. He sees this. One of these markers on this website right here, sorry, this image right here, one of these markers represents that job. Right? You can either click on it or you can click on the listing, and it will bring up the job order detail. This in particular, you can look at the images, read the job description, just post a question if he needs to extract more information. There's been a little bit of interaction between the buyers and or the businesses and the consumers, and but for the most part, we've had a pretty good turnaround time. People have been willing to place an estimate because we're really planting the seed that, hey, listen, this is an estimate. If you get to the job and what they describe as isn't actually what it is, and you need to do more work, you can adjust the price. Nothing's binding. It's just a ballpark figure. So you can go ahead and click place an estimate and then submit it. To go back to the consumer side, it's a self-contained platform, right? So it's a closed bidding environment, not reverse price. You can pick anything you want. You know, and, hold on one second. I'm not sure exactly what consumers in on this one. They're perfect. So these are the number of bids for this particular job, right? Not 800, 250, 3,000. I don't know what that guy's thinking, but 900, 900, and 250 again, right? It turns out one of those 250s actually is 250 per door. So the prices aren't exactly what they are. But along with posting the estimate, the business can place a comment with that estimate. This guy, he's staining the door, but a number of decisions, especially one job that I had my rug cleaned, and we got a number of bids, and people were like, I steam clean it, I will do a different thing. I picked the guy that in the comment, not only with his price, he said he hand cleans it, and he gets down there, and he went off about how much he loves rugs. Got a little weird, but I picked because I knew he was going to do a good job, he did. And you know, it's just like kind of ballparking for the people. They select the estimate, And well, before they select the estimate, they can also, in addition to this, you can look at the provider's profile that you find on the site, and it's got pictures of work they've done in the past, ratings from different consumers that have used the site. So a lot of sites like Yelp and Angie's List, anyone can go onto the site and leave a review. On our site, you only can leave a review if you actually posted the job. You know, so there's a degree of quality control, and there's a selling point to the business. You're not going to see reviews that you, I didn't even do that. Who is that? Is that my competition? What's going on? You know, and we do have an element of quality control, hopefully, but we'll see when it opens up a little bit. Here's some of our target markets, just real quick, and then we'll dive into Q&A. Tech enthusiasts, I'd love for you guys to try the website. We've been launched for 4 to 5 months now, but it's been heavily dominated by provider recruitment, going out there and picking the businesses that we want. But now the product's working, we're getting good turnaround time, we're getting a number of bids. Post in the morning, I think you'll have somewhere between 4 to 5 bids come afternoon when you're home from work, maybe a couple of days depending on how long tail the service is. But tech enthusiasts, millennial moms, time strapped, and they're the ones consuming services in the household, and then young professionals. Okay, questions? ServiceMagic, yeah, absolutely. ServiceMagic is a competitor that's pre-established. They've done particularly well at over 150 million in revenue. It's got a pot of gold in it, so that's why we're going after it in particular. But ServiceMagic, reverse of the yellow book. You tell them what you want done, they turn around and you've got these businesses calling you, and they sell a lead. We keep it self-contained on the website, create a competitive bidding environment, right? And also complete anonymity. They don't know who you are. They don't know if you're a woman, a young student. They can't gouge you because of this kind of, if they come in real high and they drop something like $3,000 because they think you're in a fluent area, guess what? They're going to look silly compared to their competitors in the other bids. It's all contained. It's not sale. Next. Our businesses, first we take in our network, people in this area, refer people. You know, like who do you use for what? We actually had a woman through a get-together where she invited all her friends over, and to come to the get-together, they had to bring a list of businesses that they use. And then we pitched the site to them, and then we had a number of job postings from that. We go there, we also go to businesses and ask them to refer people that they use, subcontractors and whatnot. We also use like Yelp review sites. I'm not going to say Angie's List, even though we kind of cross-reference a little bit, but it's a little different story. But yeah, that's how we refer them out. We vet them out. We're not on Craigslist. Just picking anybody that we can.
Do you guys keep the bidding history from companies? Like, I got close to 300. I want to see if these guys want to do.
You know, and some of these we will. That is, there's some actually really high-end, high-quality like people that it's just like that's their price. I'm not. It's like in their servicing. So yeah, I'll get back to them. But yeah.
Have you thought about, okay, so you explain a little bit more about how, you said it's typically a demographic where we're talking about service, kind of tackling that, because I just know a lot of contractors are probably now, let alone web service.
Absolutely. Well, one thing that we're fortunate about is that a lot of these guys are up on Blackberries and Droids and whatnot, so they're coming around from there. As far as using the interface and whatnot, it's been a little difficult. We implemented a live help system so they can reach out and say, hey, are you lost? You know, we can see them moving through our analytics, and we can help them guide them through it. It's a little bit of a hand-holding, but you know, we're kind of forwardly trying to get them adapted to technology. So that we're done. One more? No more.